said she wanna swing with the Bushman. Cause she know we do our thing in the bush and got her looking so clean with the rough stance. Yeah, quick to change the scene with the Cushland. You can join the whole team cause the bush wins. Yeah, quick to change the scene to Cushland. Yeah, quick to change the scene to Ebola. Let me up about mine, the bush, understand. I said you will be the one I will meet with that beautiful smile and that sexy physique. Wearing those same colors, running, trying to get away from lame brothers, but you can't change what they now meet me. I'm your Nubian lover with plans to make you a Nubian mother. That's long term, the short term I'll take it too far. We got the juice bar, building on vegetables. So holistic, my holistic missus. Got me indulged with your gifts and fitness. The L natural, yeah, that's on my style. We can grow our towels through ingredients. Only the baddest queens who they ever see me with. Big Mama Tunde at 6 mini lips with no lipstick. That's a natural kiss. These are actual black fists raced up together as one unit.
Alafia. Come on in, family. Come on in. DJ, pull up. Go ahead and like, love, and share. I heard a loud knock on the door. Figured it was you real quick. She said I'm saving you more. We can have a go real quick. Don't you wanna work out the playlist? Trying to be the top of your playlist. We can have a go real quick. I say, family, I'm taking the time to share, like, love. Make sure you are doing the same. I got addicted to you that day. Even though you went to my I made a note to make you mine one day. You mine one day. Now we gotta work out the playlist. Tryna be the top of your playlist. Tryna be the top of your playlist. Girl, we gotta work out the playlist. You know, tryna be the top of your playlist. I love ya. I say Ekasan, Ekale. I say Gabo, depending on what area you are in. We know it's pretty late for some of you all. I say y'all know what time it is. It is the magical hour. That must mean spirit has messages. And best believe that they are heavy and not able to sleep until these messages get relayed. Okay, we are in a great time period, a great awakening period, a great enlightenment period. And through that comes comprehension and connecting the dots and tying up all loose ends. So, family, come on in, come on in, come on in. Y'all know who it is. It's Omi Tola. I did Pola, medium divine and healing, and our Baba, our beautiful Baba, is busy working on orders. I say, so I know we're gonna miss Baba's energy tonight, but I'm sure we're still gonna be able to feel Baba this live. I say, come on in, family. I say we have one viewer coming in from YouTube and about 4 viewers from Facebook. If you're not gonna sneak, you can keep scrolling. This is a no lurker zone, okay? So if you're just here to just watch, you can keep scrolling. A Dupe Kupo. If you are commenting and we're not able to see your comments, make sure that you are going back out and coming back in. And if you are watching from Facebook, trying to comment on the YouTube, it won't allow you. You have to actually tune in from the YouTube platform to be able to comment on the broadcast. Ashe. Alafia, Miss Yolanda. How are you? How are you enjoying this energy? Ashe, how was your week? How was your full moon? How's the family? A Duque. I know there was a live group reading. Family, we are heavily booked. We are extremely booked. We do have a couple of announcements. Definitely want to wait some more family come in so we can give those announcements. Also, family, we do have 10 slots available for love, life, and relationship mini readings, or you could get a general mini read. Okay, mini reads are $25. All right, crystal ball readings are $36. We have 10 slots available. Ashe. Ashe, 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 a Dupre. Just go ahead and go into sage and cleanse the energy. Ashe, Ashe. I said, I know family's gonna be like, OMG, it is so late, but the spirit is definitely speaking. I guess I can hear spirit more louder and more clearer when things are less busy. Okay, when more people are asleep. As in the past, we know we could soak up a lot of the energies around us, I say, and this is a time that definitely Spirit has a couple of messages. And I know we all miss Baba. Ashe. Smells so good. Had a pretty blessed day, a pretty busy day. Okay, family, we are so excited. We are preparing. I say we are preparing for family. We are preparing for the godchildren. We are preparing for the HOK family that are coming up in person. All right, we can send a big shout out and safe travels for those who are on their way up here to get their work done in person at the HOK. Ashe. We are so excited. Family, we also have openings. All right. If you are interested in booking in person and coming up here in person, you can also book your trip as well. Also, family, we are preparing. All right. If God's will, we are preparing to make it to the festivals at Oyotunji African Village located in South Carolina. Okay, check our page for the calendar that has been posted on behalf of Oyotunji Festival season. All right, family. So make sure that you are making time. We want to see all of you all there down at the Sacred Holy Grounds. All right. We are planning to be able to make a Gungun Festival, which is in May, as well as the Majah Festival in June and Shango Festival in July. Family, it is so many festivals. There is a festival every month. We pray that you all make time to actually make it there. Alafia, Mr. Alicia, especially if you call yourself a student, a devotee of the culture, if you call yourself learning, if you call yourself new, if you call yourself an Aleke holder, if you call yourself someone who studied the Orishas or have knowledge of the Orishas and ancestors, if you hold Alekes, if you're an Aleke holder, if you are a pot holder, okay? If you proclaim any part of this culture but have not been to Oyotunji African village, you should definitely start looking at your purpose. What is your purpose in getting in this culture? Ashe. So we look forward to seeing each and every one of you. Ashe, during one of those times. Ashe, I do pray, Baba. Ashe, shout out to the Facebook family that is holding it down. I do pray, Baba, we miss you. We appreciate all your hard work, all your dedication for carrying on the traditions of your elders, of your foremothers and forefathers, and of the ancestors. So appreciative. Ashe family, come on in. Make sure you are like, loving, and sharing. Family, you all know we have messages. Definitely. Serious tip. We want to be able to see all of you all in person. Also, family, do know that we offer court case work. We do court case work as well as unsolved mysteries. Okay, we do house cleansings for those who need to get their house spiritually cleansed. All right, we also offer investigations, house investigations for those who feel like they're dealing with unwanted energies and some may call them hauntings, things of that nature. This is the season where we are opening back up for travel. So if you are dealing with these things or know others who may be dealing with these things, make sure you all are contacting us so you can book. Ashe, but we are getting quite booked up. The month of March is almost all the way booked up. The month of April is almost all the way booked up, family. Let's make sure that we are tackling the tasks that we have so they won't become greater. Ashe, I do pray, Pupo, come on in. Ashe, I wonder who we have tuning in on YouTube. Facebook family is definitely holding it down. Okay, so family, I had to go back out and come back in. I can now see you all's messages. Yay. I do pray, Baba, for sharing. I do pray, Mothers of the Church, greeting. As we all know that it is late where some of you all are at, but definitely want to speak on self-worth, self-discipline, and self-placement because a lot of these things tend to get overlooked when it comes to evolution, when it comes to growth, when it comes to change. When we are changing our circumstances, when we are changing our situation, and we are changing those around us, we must change as well. A lot of us want to change things that are outside of ourselves. A lot of us want to be able to have control of things outside of ourselves, but us ourselves doesn't change. If your environment change, you should reflect the change. If you are in a different relationship, that should be reflected as a different relationship. If you are in a different area in life, that should be reflected from you as well. Okay, that is how we create the internal balance, the homeostasis. For we know the body does a great job at homeostasis, at creating balance within the inside due to the climate that's on the outside. So if we know that our outside climate is changing, our outside factors are changing, then definitely we must as well to create homeostasis within our environment. Alafia Oyelakin, Alafia Marcus, Ashea Dupre. Family, we have 10 slots available. I'm not sure when the cutoff is, but do know that Spirit has messages. Do know, family, that we are booked. Okay, for those who are expecting to be able to book live readings, cannot guarantee the next time we will be live before the 11th. Okay, as today is the 5th, cannot guarantee a live before the 11th. Also, for those who have been booking in the inbox, all right, family, we are pretty booked for Saturday and Sunday. Ashe, so family, make sure that you are booking ahead of time. Shout out to all of you that are referring others to the business. We appreciate you all so much. Would definitely appreciate it more if it was a spring to those coming into the business, that you do not pick and choose what work you want to complete and one work you want to put second, one work that you feel like is more important than other work. That does not help your situation. When you want to come in and be the student, the patient, and the doctor, you leave us no position to play but whatever you think you paying us for. A lot of people think because they're paying for a service, they're paying for that person. People, as we get on business owners, as we get on those who are in business, those who are in service, on how they should conduct business, we are going to have to look at the other side of that coin as well. All right, how to be consumers, how to be customers. It's like a taboo. We don't want to talk about how to be a customer because you're spending money. As long as you spend money, customers always right. But when it comes to service, when it comes to services, that is different. Family, we must understand services. And not only just be able to understand a service from a product, okay? Also being able to understand what that service is. What does this business offer? If this business offers spiritual guidance and you come in with your fleshly goods and your fleshly feelings of how you feel it should go, what was the purpose of you employing spiritualists and spiritual guides in the first place? This slave master mentality has to go. When you employ your juju people and even when you employ your spirits, that does not put you into the position of a slave master. Now you're just paying for that person to do whatever you say. Please be mindful you are paying for that service. And then be conscious and knowledgeable of what that service is. Meaning, this is an authentic spiritual house that has been running way before we were even born. We are here to carry on the position. We give spiritual guidance. We give messages via spirit, and we do work via spirit. If you come in here and believe that any amount of money that you are spending is to get us to do what you want to do, is to hear what you want to hear, it's for you to decide which work, which messages you feel like you want to do, and then just going to continue the journey on your off of your guidance, then you don't need spirit nor spiritualists nor guides. Spending money with spiritualists doesn't make you the spiritualist. You do play a part, you do play a role, but you can't take information and just take the parts that you want to work off with because you feel like what's more important than the other. All messages from spirit is important. If you got a message that said, okay, clean your car, that's just as important as a message saying go sacrifice a goat. If you got a message to stop being mean to people, and you think because you sacrifice 3 chickens, that's supposed to make you stop being mean to people, you have a long way to go. Have a long way to go. Work must be done on all levels, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, in order to remain aligned. This evening is not only love and relationship. I apologize if the information pinned below gave off that in the beginning. I'm not sure if many of you all were in viewing, but in the opening of the live, I did mention that yes, as love, life, and relationship mini readings are available, that general readings are available as well. Okay? So for those who may not be interested in love, life, and relationship readings, which we should all be aware of by now, that no matter what deck you choose, Spirit is going to speak on what's needed to know now. Okay, Spirit is going to give the most important message regardless of what deck you choose. All right, so those be careful out there who think you're dodging messages or you're dodging certain topics. Okay, Spirit is authentic and genuine in this house. And no matter if no cards are present, they're still going to speak on the most pertinent message. Okay. Yes, it's okay. It's okay, no problem. I don't want that caption to be misleading. Okay, family, I will think of that next time when making the captions. A dupe poopo for your observations. Thank you so much, Miss Yolanda, for asking that question because I'm sure not only did it bring clarification to you, but I'm sure it brought clarity to others who may have been wondering the same thing. I'm sure you are not the only one who wants to know if relationship readings and love life readings were the only readings available this evening. So a dupe, which means we thank you, Miss Yolanda, for asking that question. Family, for the rest of you all that are viewing, okay, we do have all readings available, which are mini readings. Okay, we only do mini readings on live for a lot of family that do come in the inbox and book a live. I mean, yeah, live reading in the inbox and says because you just see the other ones. Alafia, brother from the UK. We got UK in the building. Appreciate you tuning in. And the fact that you got my family last name. I have some Camerons in my family. So Alafia to you. Ashe family, shout out to the UK tuning in. Family, do know when you're booking mini readings and live readings in the inbox and saying it's because you didn't see the other readings, don't get called the liar. You don't want that title from a juju person. If you saw the section where it said mini reading, that means that you saw the brackets next to it that also stated only available on live. You have to read that before you even click on it to schedule your appointment. So if you requested a mini reading and wanted it to be private, but saw that as soon as you clicked it, it said only available during live, you cannot come to our inbox and say, it's because you did not see it. Family, we have a lot. We have a lot to grow. We have a lot of changes to make. Okay, for those who still knocking on that door, saying, "Oh, Mr. Right Man did this. This is gonna invoke change." You've been knocking on that door for a pretty long time now. Okay. For those who've been pointing at those fingers at those Caucasians and those Europeans as a reason why we are in the state that we are in as a people, there are still about three fingers pointed back at you. Okay. If you are awakening and becoming conscious and is speaking on a book that you believe enslaved a group of people, but don't even have any knowledge of what the book even means or even have read the book, but believes it was enslaved us, but still was taught that Africans sold us. But then 50 years later, after being taught that, believe it was the book that enslaved us. You will be standing there for a while. You'll be standing there for a while. But those who have been able to study the Kemetic culture or ATRs or any other faiths, a different people or any other faith and have not been able to see the correlation within the Bible, not sure what you're really reading. There's a lot of things that at this point there's just no excuse for. I believe people are just really showing their true colors. I believe we are being shown within the conscious community what conscious means to certain groups of people. Some people, conscious means being a follower. To some people, the word consciousness and woke means enough people are saying it, so I must too. Some groups of people believe being conscious and being woke or awakened means taking information they was told and believing it. Some people believe being conscious is woke is taking one piece of information, one finding, one level of knowledge, and removing everything else that's ever been taught, dropping everything else. So now as a people, I believe we are able to see what exactly does conscious really mean. Maybe being conscious didn't mean you were super intelligent. Maybe being conscious, being woke didn't mean you had all the answers. Maybe all it meant was just literally you were no longer asleep. And that's it. What if being woke, being conscious only means you're no longer asleep? That means you still need to find the knowledge of what are you waking up to? Because some of y'all asses is waking up to shit we knew as slaves. Some of y'all is woke and conscious and still preaching the same shit that was preached before your ass woke up. So what exactly did you wake up to? The awakening. The awakening, I'm sure, goes way deeper than the recycled information that people are trading. We have to go into healing, family. A lot of our healing is being, sugar coated or is being pacified because of this trauma. There's huge trauma. There is trauma from being captured, captivated, and enslaved. But that is not the beginning of our problem. That's not where our issues started as a people. But people really thinking that Europeans arrived over there in Africa with Bibles in their hand. No, they bought us. Okay, they traded weapons. They traded jewels. They traded a lot of things to be able to buy humans. Okay, they didn't come trading a Bible with Africans to buy us. No. The confusion does not stand with the truth. You cannot go off of confusion and trying to believe that it is true. There is too much confusion within the conscious community, and it all goes back to hurt. A whole bunch of hurt people trying to teach each other, trying to guide and lead each other. And it's seen everywhere. People will talk shit about Christianity all day long, but will become Ephi just to have a Christian mentality. Whether they say on their page all day long the Bible is fake, Christianity is fake, they will still live with a Christianity mindset and make Christian decisions in the name of Ephi. The shaking of the table. That's where we have arrived. The shaking of the table. Everything is going to be placed where it's supposed to be. Please study to show thyself approved. Any information you come across, you better be doing your own research. Sharing memes, feeling good about an article you read is not doing research. Research is taking an article that you read and researching to find out how that article is even true. And then the information that you found to back up that article, you should be researching to see how this information is even true. And you should continue to be able to follow that process, that step, until you have gotten to the original source. And for those who have taken that process when it comes to obtaining and applying knowledge, it's that all this shit is the same. Just a different language, a different culture, a different point of view, experiencing the same thing. Nothing is new under the sun. So if you look at any cultures, any religions, any traditions, as if they're really that so much different. What's different from being a racist? What's different from being prejudiced? What's different from being a Nazi? What's different from being a nationalist? A dictator? A totalitarian? Our people want to hide our crookedness and our nastiness behind slavery, as if that's where our problems began. Our problems began when people that looked like us saw that we was cargo, could be sold. The problem began with us. What we started to turn societies into. What we decided to turn kingdoms, empires into. We all could claim being kings and queens and originators of this earth, but so powerful, so gifted, that we could be enslaved by a group of people who can't even stand in the sun without being cancered. This group of holier than thou, strong, spiritual, voodoo, the original people of the earth, the original kings and queens, Moors of the earth, could be enslaved by a group of people that had a book. Can't hide behind that anymore. Cannot hide behind captivity is the reason why we are in the state we are in. That's the ass whooping. That's the result of the decisions we decided to make when we were in power, when we did rule, and we did have rulership, when we were in state. Captivity, slavery was a result of the choices we made and how we viewed our communities and how we viewed our villages and how we viewed our kingdoms, whether we thought they could fall or not. So as we wake up to all this information of how godly, how kingly, how queenly, how smart, how divine, how original, how spiritual we are, how we had all that going on and could get enslaved. We can no longer just keep pointing our people, pointing our finger at this one group of people, as if them being able to have access to one book allowed the demise of all these kings and queens and voodoo people and Rudy people. We are the same people. We're not any new people. We are the same people that went through enslavement, that went through colonization. Same people with the same gifts. Yes, the same group of people that invented almost everything. When we do have Black History Month, we get told about all the inventors. Those are the same people that were enslaved. Yes, the gang members, the ones that would shoot them up, bang, bang. These are still the same people that were enslaved. The intelligent geniuses, the artists, the athletes, your doctors, your healers, your readers. We were enslaved. So just pointing the finger at a group of people that can't even stand in the sun is not going to get us to understand why we were enslaved. There are some issues that we had internally as a people that are still showing today as we're waking up. As our pineal glands were calcified, they're getting declassified, and we're still waking up to the same bullshit. Do you know some of us has returned and can see right through the bullshit and can see that your people played a part in our demise, that you and your people played a part in us being captured, colonized, that half of y'all people did sell us over here and would love for us to believe the Bible is not real, for love for us to believe the Bible enslaved us because it was you and your people that made money off of us. It's a big group of y'all that really want us to believe that a book is how we became a slave when we know damn well they went to the west coast of Africa and bought us like cargo. I don't think it mattered what religion they practiced. As long as they had the price to buy those slaves, they could purchase human beings. I don't think it mattered if you was Jew, Muslim, Christian, Ifa, Voodoo. I believe they were able to purchase and sell slaves. No one wants to talk about the Babalawos that made money during that time. The priests that did make money during that time from selling slaves. That's going to be matched with the Bible. Do you know every time y'all come and set y'all ass down and that confusion spirit is all over you, you will be called out. Every time you sit your ass in this house and don't understand how we can use gifts, how we can divine and read and still speak on the Bible, that confusion ass spirit will get called out. Every time you come in this house and sit your ass down and get a reading and get work done and go back to your page and bash the Bible, your heathen ass, your flip-flopping ass will get called out. Do know that anytime you spend any dollar this way, we believe in the Bible wholeheartedly. So if you believe anything that come out of our mouth, but then say the Bible is not true, then you call it us a liar, then you could get up out this house. Because the Bible is used as a reference to check and study and show thyself approved. So if you approve of our messages or don't approve of the Bible messages, and that's who we're going to for approval, you can take your confusing spirit and go ground. Because it don't belong here. You will get called out each and every time. Confusion do not belong here. You cannot be lukewarm. You're either hot or you're cold. You either don't believe it or you do. You will not believe it only when it feels good to you. You will not only believe it when everybody in this room do believe the Bible, but when you step in the next room, they don't. So you in both of them. I experienced things and then later on read it in the Bible. So at this point, can't nobody tell me about that. Can't nobody remove the experience that I physically experienced to later on see them written in a book. See them written in a book that was written way before I was even born, but I experienced something that was already in there. You can take your confused behind on. Because at this point, you're choosing that. You're choosing that to hide. We are in an awakening period. There's shit they're just telling us. You can scroll Facebook and information will flop in your lap. You cannot use that confusion state. He who knows does not die like he who does not know. You cannot use the cloak of confusion and think that you're going to be able to get saved. To think that someone's still going to be able to guide you and help see you through. Yolanda, thank you. We see that you have book family. We'll put a cutoff on it because we see all donations coming in. The cutoff is 5:30 a.m. Eastern. Not sure what time it is on you all's end, but it is 5:04 a.m. where we are at. So the cutoff is in 26 minutes. 26 minutes. Okay? Minutes. And say for minutes. 26 minutes. Okay? 5:30 a.m. That is the cutoff. If you want to book, go ahead. Miss Yolanda, we have you first. Remember, as you are booking readings, that you still have work to do, that you still have work to complete. Ashe. So until that all that work is complete, that's when you will receive new messages. Ashe. Once again, if you are using the spirit of confusion to have an excuse of why not use the spirit of discernment, that's not going to get you extra guidance. Alafia, Miss Idris. Ashe, Ashe. Yes, I know we make it look really good, but it's not that easy of a task to be able to relay messages on my spirit and still be in the physical to do physical things like look at you all payments that come through. It's like more of a physical task. Okay, it's not as easy as y'all think to just be jumping in and out of spiritual messages. So even if you did book, it's not like trying to keep you reading a long time for your reading, but we are mediums, natural born mediums. We appreciate um, it's at least 9 people viewing. Not sure how many of you all spoke. Half of y'all bashed the Bible, and that's how your parents protected you all's home. Some of y'all are just the 2/3 that happens to know the 1/3. Some of y'all are the 2/3 who happen to come past and cross paths of the 1/3. Some of y'all will only be getting into this because you followed the path. Some are into this because that was the path they were given. There is a difference. I'm currently cleaning out the space for those who just watching and feel like they don't have to speak. Giving you all enough time to move to your next thing on social media. Okay, so because we're finally getting that out the way, we pray for new messages, Yolanda. Okay, so we have let Spirit know when we will be completing that task. So now we don't want messages about that. We have acknowledged the work that was told. We are aware. So now we ask Spirit for new messages. Ashe. Ashe. Cutoff is in 20 minutes. Ashe. Cutoff is in 20 minutes. That cutoff is fixated. Now, you, Alafia Beautiful, Alafia Brittany, cannot wait to see you. Me and your Baba are so excited. Safe travels. So even though you're trying to run from that love deck, Spirit gonna speak on the messages that's needed. I should. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and go with the Orisha Tarot deck. So baby, come around with me, take time with me, yeah. And baby, I'm telling you, no, I'm not gonna let you go. You said that you show up, and baby, I said that I'm here to show that I'm the one I want, and I want you to be my mama. And I'm feeling the way that you twist your body, so mommy, baby, you're the one for me, and you're the only one I need. And baby, me and you should be. So baby, come you need to be in there helping your Bibles with orders while you can't sleep. I'm very proud of you, Brittany, because you are a master number 11, and you there has not been no work that you have not been able to complete. You do not wait weeks to complete work. You do not put work on hold. I could say to you. All right, let's get that message. Let's get that message. Papa Legba is sure. We come to you on behalf of Yolanda Williams. We ask for great messages on behalf of Yolanda Williams. All right, we got cards flying out. Do not block us. Do not trick us. Play our messages. Play our messages. Okay, you had a couple of cards coming out. All right. You had a couple of cards come out, so you got more cards than the mini reading. More cards came for you that come in the mini reading. And these messages are speaking on your strengths and being in balance with your strengths. Okay, knowing how to create balance with your strengths, and how sometimes having strengths and only using those strengths can bring you out of balance. Okay, when you are not, family, do know the cutoff is at 5:30 a.m. For those who are on different time zones, the cutoff is in 16 minutes. Okay, so family, as others come in, family, as you are viewing, do know the cutoff is in 16 minutes. Really do not want to go past that time. Miss Yolanda Williams, they want you to know that your strength is being able to mother, nurture, and be smart. Your strength is your intuition. Okay, your strength is being able to be wise, to be intelligent, using your intelligence in situations. And there have been too many situations that came past that you have not used your strengths. Okay, and it brought you into an imbalance with your knowledge. Meaning, there's a lot of shit that you go through that you don't have to go through because of what you know. Now, whose fault is that? If you have the experience as well as the wisdom and knowledge of situations that are taking place, is not always blamed on the outside party. They're letting you know your issue is creating change within. Creating change is not relying on the strengths that you already have. Creating change is using those strengths to create balance in other areas of life. They want you to have a balance when it comes to you and your mothering. We have to understand that mothers do a lot with their mothering energy. Mothering energy is not to just be bossy, it's also to teach. Mothering energy is not to just be smothering, it's also to discipline. And mothering energy is not always to just fuss or because something's wrong, it's also to compliment as well. So we have to create balance with our strength. And they want you to know that's what's going to allow you to break those barriers when it comes to being seen good in all areas, when it comes to not lacking in none of our areas, being able to use your strength to be able to feed energy into the other areas of your life that may not be your strong points. They want to let you know you cannot use being a mother to fix everything and use being a mother as an excuse why you don't have everything else together. That's out of balance. If you are truly indeed a good mother, that means that that doesn't affect any other areas. That means that when it's time to be a wife, we are not trying to be a mother to a husband. That means when it's time to be a student, we're not trying to mother the teacher. We're not trying to teach the teacher. It means being in balance with our strengths. For those who are coming in speaking, hopefully you all have came in and greeted already. Ashe. They want you to let you know your strength is not an excuse to not get better in other areas. And your strength is not an excuse of why you can't get better in other areas. Your strength is exactly why these tasks are on your plate. The fact that you are a great mother, the fact that you are smart and wise is why you are not allowed to cry as many tears on behalf of some of the situations that has take place because you are a good mother and because you are smart and have intuition. So some of the things that has happened didn't have to. There was a lack of balance. Too much focus over here, not knowing that that focus is supposed to feed all of these things. Your energy is supposed to be able to affect everything you touch, not only what you feel strongly at. So these changes that need to be made are internal. These changes are not just changing your environment. These changes are not just changing your circle, changing who's around you. This is about knowing that you have gifts that you need to focus more energy on. Things you got down pat, things that you mastered. Use the fact that you mastered that to help you master the other things. Use the fact that you know you're wise, you're smart, that you don't have to experience every mistake. And not every mistake you're going to have to experience twice. This is what your strengths are supposed to be used for. Do you have any questions? Any change you want to see in any area in life, whether it's your finances, whether it's your love life, whether it's your relationship with your family, it's going to start with you dispersing your energy to other areas of yourself. Stop trying to wear out that one good side of you that you know is strong and can take it. Do not abuse your strength. Have balance. Be comfortable with the other sides of you and know that they may be able to do more in this area than that other side of you could in that area. Yes, they want to let you know your strengths are there to help you strengthen other areas, not for you to feel like, oh, you're only good at this, you'll never be able to achieve that. That is not the attitude to have when we are creating change in our life. Creating change doesn't mean creating limitations. No limit. Shout out to No Limit Soldiers, because that means something. No limit means something. No limit means something. Just like no weapons formed against us shall prosper, no limit. So you are working on other areas in your life. Just that. No limit. We're working on it. That's it. A lot for your beautiful family that is coming in. Cutoff is in 9 minutes. So make sure that you get your slots booked. We do have 2 slots booked. I believe 8 slots left. Cutoff is in 9 minutes at 5:30 a.m. I love you to all you beautiful people that come in and speak. I do pray people so much. It's such a beautiful feeling to know that people do got home training. That people were raised that when you come into somebody's house that you speak. Okay? Yes, no limit. No limit. We can't say, oh, I'm just work on finances because love life is shitty. Then don't ever fucking complain about love life. Don't ever open up your mouth to ever fucking complain about your fucking love life when you know you're gonna use your mouth to complain about whatever you want at any given moment. Just don't say shit. Just don't say nothing. And you're gonna pick and choose when you're gonna complain about something. It's either need to be fixed, it's either needs to be in balance, or don't even mention it. Either you gonna fix it, either you gonna create balance in that area in life, or don't say shit. Because you're gonna keep stepping in the same place if you do. You gonna keep saying you want a love life, but frustrated because you don't have a love life. And every time you frustrated, you saying fuck a love life. Mental. Now we're gonna have to start looking at the mental as everybody's so spiritual right now. How is that mental looking? How is the psyche? Fix it or zip it. What is the psyche looking like? We got people in horrible situations. We got people that need trauma and healing from being abused and raped and molested as a child and want to come in here and only spend every dime on getting the ex back that's with a whole nother person. At this point, I don't think that's just a curse. I think that's mental. To know that you have the ability and access to fix the true root problem. When you go to root workers, they should be able to get down to the root of the problem. But you only want to use spirituality to get what you want, to get somebody back that's already left. You need spirit to get you back. Somebody that, or you sound like these fucking slave masters that had a slave escape the goddamn plantation, and you trying to come pay us bounty hunters to go get them. That's how y'all looking in the inbox. Spirit saying you really need, healing. But you like, yeah, but this man left me for the fifth time. We gotta put roots on the woman he with. And I hope the ones that come in that inbox watching this, so you could get a synopsis, a glance on how you look. That you really need healing. You really need fixing. But you would use your funds to try to get a man to stop cheating, to try to get a man to come back that's already moved on in their life. You don't want to spend 9 dime moving on in your life. You would rather use it getting somebody back that already loved. Y'all so motherfucking possessive. It's not even funny. Can't even crack jokes about it. It's not funny. If we took every dollar that ever hit us, y'all probably wouldn't even be seeing us right now. I'm sure we would be like owning a private island somewhere, just money everywhere. If we've accepted every dime that people come and try to pay us, I'm sure we would be way over in the 7 figures. Not just the 6 figures we've made, but way over 7 figures if we've done everything that people came in this house and wanted done. It is sad. And it's sad to the point where I believe it's mental. And I declare mental healing on behalf of our people, for our people who are using spiritual healing to hurt more people. Yes, you cannot just break someone and make somebody come back to you because you feel like the only reason why they left is because of the girl they with. A person left. A person has freedom to leave. Maybe we don't know that. No matter how much love you are in a person, no matter how much Adabo, I do pray for tuning in, Miss Idris. We love you so much. No matter how much you invest, no matter how much you sacrifice, a person is still allowed to leave. And some of y'all don't allow people to leave. That's why they do cheat. And now you think you could do some work to get a person to stop cheating versus letting them leave. That's the work. You want to get a person back. If a person wanted to be back, they'll be back. The same reason why they left. Every time something don't go your way doesn't mean somebody else working you. Y'all look too silly out there. And the people that is taking y'all money is enjoying that money. It's not hard work at all. Why? Because you will be forever paying them for that work. You will be forever paying them for that work. I say, always. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous to the point where someone needs to tell y'all about yourselves. Anybody out there thinking you're approaching anybody with money, anybody with a right mind knows all money ain't good money. Don't care how many crocodile tears you cry about another person. If you so stuck on a person who wants to leave you and you can't move on, I look at you are who we need to save our people from. You try to come in here and cry your way into working somebody else, getting somebody else work. We're trying to save them from people like you. Do know that. Do know that. We are trying to save our people from people who only want to use spirituality to get what they want versus what they need. We are protecting our community for people like you. Brittany Eccles, come on up. We see that you have booked Family cutoff is in 2 minutes. I share Dupe Pupo for everyone that tuned in during this time. So appreciative of you and your time and your energy and your undeniable support. I share. We have to grow up. If there's juju people, God just don't have juju people here just to get back somebody that left you. That's not why we are able to talk to spirit. That's not the reason why we have gifts, family. For those who are waking up to their gifts, think back is because you finna control every other mother, every person you sleep with now finna be stuck. No. All right, master number 11s really came through in the late night wee hours and said they're gonna get them messages. I say, ladies. Let's get into these messages, and you want the love life messages, okay? So we're going to pull out the True Love Tarot deck. Ashe. I was definitely feeling those messages that came from the Orisha Tarot. I definitely took a lot of those messages as well. I feel like a lot of people was able to receive those messages. So a Duke Ray Pupo on you for getting those messages, for following spirit. Because by you following spirit and getting those messages, whether you want to get one or not, I'm sure so many people was blessed alongside yourself to hear that guidance from spirit. So I do pray Pupa. Now, Miss Brittany Eccles. Y'all gonna have to excuse me. It's just the energy that come over me when I'm getting in people relationship business. And the old heads are still speaking. Okay. But we family. They wanted to reiterate that the messages that did come in the previous message was for a lot of people. Okay. Wanted to make sure that I do pray spirit. Papa Luck by Yeshua, we come to you on behalf of Brittany Eccles, Brittany Eccles, Brittany Eccles. We ask for great messages on behalf of her love, life, relationship. Do not block us, do not trick us. Will they all messages, will all blessings. Okay, you got like 1,000 cards coming. All right. And because you're on your way up here, I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. Now I am gonna do my best to relay these messages publicly. We'll be using the spirit of discernment of what should be said on live and what could be told in person when you get here. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of this and send this to you. So we can speak on those messages that may not need to be said on live. Asha. Family, there is a cutoff. Any other readings will be pushed to the next live. We cannot guarantee that there will be a live before the 11th, family, because that we are booked. Saturday and Sunday is almost booked all the way up. Now, Miss Brittany Eccles, work with me. I'm sure you know your messages. First of all, they want to speak on an obsession that needs to be broken. Okay, so whether you are obsessed with a certain relationship with someone or a certain someone is obsessed with the relationship with you. Not sure if you're able to see this. Okay, can you see that obsession? They're speaking 9 of rings. They're letting you know that this is what's hindering this cycle in your life to be completed. There's a certain phase that you're wanting to close, okay, and move on to the next life, create the next cycle, the next beginning. And that's not being able to be done due to the obsession. So what we view as a genuine bond, what we view as a authentic, genuine bond is an obsession, okay? And it's causing friction in other areas of your life. Trying to hold on to this certain relationship with this certain person is causing friction, causing chaos, causing crisis in other areas of your life. Okay? Moving forward with this relationship, whoever they're speaking on will bring difficulty. Okay, so whether you feel like it's a task that you signed up for, whether you feel like if it's a relationship you can handle, a person you can handle, or if this is vice versa, if this is what this person is dealing with you, it is bringing difficulty. Okay, they're letting you know for this relationship to be on the E-way, there are a lot of habits that need to be broken. Not sure if you can see that. Okay, doing my best. Habits. There are habits that need to be broken. So there may be ways of thinking, ways of viewing, ways of reacting, ways of responding. Okay, learned behaviors, autopilot behaviors. Just so used to going to the same response or the same way of handling the situation off a default. That needs to be broken if you want to see difference in this. And they're letting you know you're not there's not as much joy and happiness in this situation. If there is a relationship, if this is supposed to come into your life and help you heal, if this is supposed to be a situation where you're helping the other person heal, the joy is not there, the happiness is not there. Now, not sure if you're in a relationship or not, but these were a lot of messages to come from someone who's not dealing with anyone. So even if you are not dealing with anyone, there is still a connection that's only there due to obsession. And this connection that is being deemed unlettergoable is because of the obsession, which is causing friction in other areas of you all's life. Now, did these messages correlate to you? Okay, we got to really cleanse from this because this is blocking new cycles from beginning. This obsession is stopping you from finding that happiness, from even dating others, from even being able to enjoy the energy that you receive from others. You're not able to even reciprocate certain joys in other areas of your life, certain energies that are coming from others due to this obsession, this connection. Okay. So we actually want to break those habits and create new ones. For those who don't know how to break a habit, creating a new one. That's how you officially create it. That's how you officially break a habit. Any cycle that's ended is only because a new cycle is beginning. Any door that's closed is because there's another door opening. If you're still alive, you're learning the end at everything that you've experienced. That's not where your wisdom ends. If you're still breathing, everything you went through is not the only thing you need to go through. So if you try to build life off of only the experiences you have already had, you're not experiencing life. You must take those experiences for what they are, and you must move forward. If you're just trying to make sure that you're still in those experiences because you feel like that's the information that you learned that's going to help you view the rest of life, then what's the point of you even living the rest of life? You got it all. Because of what you went through, because of what you experienced, now you have everything. Now you have the rest of life figured out. There's no point in experiencing. But if you know that you still have a whole life ahead of you, you must do that. Have a whole life ahead of you. You must move forward to what's ahead of you. And if those people that were in the past are on that same path when you meet them, when you move on in life, perfect. Perfect. But that does not mean you stay in those experiences because you feel like those experiences taught you everything you know about life. You must continue to live life. You must continue to experience things that you have yet to experience in order for you to be able to complete your life. Family definitely appreciated this time. New Spirit said there was messages, how to be obedient, how to get them out. Brittany, girl, we can't wait to see you. Try to get some type of sleep, at least on the plane, honey. Okay? Because when you get here, we ain't going to be able to rest. We got work to do. It's so much fun to have. And for the rest of you that are coming as well, that are visiting after Brittany, we love you all. I say, for everyone that tuned in, for everyone that will be catching the replay, we appreciate you all. We appreciate you all so much. We love you, family, and we thank you. And until next time, oh God.